Hey, what's up, everybody? It is your girl JoJo, and I am here with another Zodiac chat. Yes, I know I'm behind. Y'all don't gotta say nothing. I know that I am behind on Zodiac chats. I know it's Cancer season. You don't have to tell me it's coming. I do have a plan to record multiple Zodiac chats tonight. I'm just gonna change shirts to make it look like it's different days. I'm gonna I'm gonna try to catch up tonight. So that's what I'm spending the remainder of my evening doing. But yes, I hope you guys are doing well. It's Friday, July 3rd. I hope you all having an amazing weekend plan, whatever you do decide to do. But yeah, today we are going to get into my Aries. But before we do that, let me put my disclaimer out there. You know, I got to do it. I'm not a tarot card reader. I'm not an astrologist. I'm not a psychic. I'm not any of those things. I am just a person who happens to be interested in astrology. I find it interesting. And so I talk about it here on my channel. Sometimes it's true. Sometimes it's not true, but it's always fun to me. So that's all we're doing here. Don't take anything I say too seriously. So let's go through everybody's nickname. You guys know everybody has gotten a nickname on the Zodiac chat. So let's start from the beginning. We have our Capricorns. You guys are the boss. We have our Aquarius. You all are the secret weapon. We have our Pisces, who is the magical multitude. And today we will be doing our Aries. And you all are the headliner. And I'm going to explain what that means in a minute. So all right, so we know that the Aries symbol is the ram, right? And a lot of people look at the ram, and the first thing that you notice on the ram, of course, is the horns, the very large, elaborate horn. Some people refer to it as the horn of plenty, but you notice the large, elaborate horns, hence the head, you know, headliner. Okay, but that's not the reason I gave you the name. That just kind of molds into it. So I'm sure a lot of people think of a headliner as somebody who wants the spotlight, who wants to hog all of the attention. And while there probably are Aries like that, that is not why I gave y'all the name either, because I know some Aries who don't even like the spotlight. I gave you guys headliner in the sense of, okay, so when you think about a headliner, the headliner is the person who is pretty much the star of the show. It is the person that everybody is waiting on. Now, we all know that the headliner may not necessarily be the most talented person. I'm sure we've all been to a concert where we wondering why a certain person is opening for for a lesser known person. We have had that happen. They may not be the most talented. They may not be the most elaborate, but baby, you came to see me. This is who the show is about. I might not be the first and I might not be the last, but I am the one that you're coming to see today. And that's what an Aries reminds me of. I don't have to have the most talent. I don't have to be the prettiest in the room. I don't really care what everybody out there thinks. You came to see me. And so I gave you all the name of the headliner because it doesn't matter what everybody else has going on. You came for me. Right? So I gave you all the name, the headliner. Okay? You're running the show. That's how an Aries moves. You came for me. All right. So Aries is a sign that I've had to learn to like. You all grew on me kind of like mold on bread, but in a good way. So the fact that I'm even doing a video on Aries, on things I like, and then of course things I don't, well, we're not going to say don't like, but things that are might be weak points or negative points. Everybody has them, so it's no big deal. But the fact that I'm even doing a video on that is really a big deal because Aries, it's been a sign that has grown on me for real. So let's just get into the things that I love about an Aries, and then we'll talk about some of the things that are not so great. Don't take it personal. We all have them, all right? That's how this video goes. If you haven't watched the other ones, that's how it goes. We do things we love, things not so much, not that great, all right? So one of the first things that I love about Aries is that you guys are bold. I love the boldness of an Aries. An Aries is not the type of person that you want to go to if you don't want to hear the truth, if you don't want to hear them give it to you straight, if you don't want to hear it in a very no-nonsense way. That's not the person that you want to go to. I appreciate people like that because I would rather you tell me the truth to my face than lie about it in my face and then talk about it behind my back. I would rather you just go ahead and tell me the truth. So a lot of people take that no nonsense approach personally, don't really like it, kind of feel like it's not really what they need to hear. But I like the fact that you're bold. If it's something going on at work, And Aries might speak up on it. If it's something going on at the house, your Aries child might come out of the bag on you. I mean, it just, that's just in their nature. They're bold people. And if something needs to be said, they go ahead and say it. And, they may not mince words, but they are going to tell you the truth. And I appreciate that kind of boldness. The second thing I like about Aries, this like is kind of weird. Okay, it's kind of strange that I like this, but flow with me. I like that Aries are kind of intimidating. Okay, now of course I don't want to be intimidated by y'all. I don't want to be intimidated, but I like the fact that you guys are intimidating. And the reason why I like it is because I feel like there's a certain type of smoldering secret power to certain people who come off intimidating. Like, you can come in a room, you don't have to say anything, you don't have to do anything, and people are automatically looking at an Aries person like, okay, now what they about to do? Now what they about to say? Like, who is that? Who is that coming up in here thinking they about to tell somebody what to do? And I can appreciate that, because a lot of times you can get stuff done and say it without opening up your mouth, just by your presence alone. And while that can be off-putting to some people who are easily intimidated, I still appreciate it because it just speaks to your stance and your stature. And I don't know, it's just something about people who put on a really good external strength that I love. And you find it in Aries men and Aries women. They just have this thing. But once you talk to them, once you actually start talking to them, this might be why a lot of people misjudge y'all. But once you start talking to an Aries, you'll find that they not mean. They ain't trying to run over on nobody. They just have that kind of presence. They just have that kind of presence about them. And y'all like to act like you're not intimidating too. That's always the funny part, when y'all be like, you didn't want to talk to me? What? I can't believe you thought that about me. Like, you guys know how y'all come in the room acting like a Pisces, that you don't know stuff. Y'all know. Now, the place that I see the intimidation most with an Aries is with y'all's children. And Aries does not play. I know every parent says this. I don't play about mine. Not like an Aries. And Aries truly does not play about theirs. Anybody that they're in any type of relationship with, or that they love a whole lot, specifically their children, they do not play. Especially if you are the vulnerable person in the relationship, they're not going to play about you. I have seen Aries people are the parents that come up to the school, not necessarily come ready to show out, but if they need to, they probably will. But they're there for a conversation. They're here for the confrontation. They're here to get things changed and switched up. They truly do not play about theirs. If you want to see somebody who don't play, Aries people truly do not play about theirs, and they will intimidate a poor teacher or principal or daycare leader, whoever might be involved, but they will intimidate you into a corner about their children. Okay. The other thing I love about Aries is your adventurous side, which also ties along with your boldness. If there's something to be done and Aries is down for it, you don't have to ask twice. I only know one scary Aries. I've only met one that doesn't like to do anything. I think it might have something to do with the way she grew up, maybe. I'm not sure. But she's not very adventurous. Every other Aries I've ever met is very, very adventurous. Whether you guys, we talking rock climbing, we talking skydiving, we talking zip lining, whatever, Aries is going to be down to do it. They're going to be down for the excursion, down for the tour, down for the sightseeing, like whatever it is, they are into it. I like the fact that you guys are very adventurous and willing to try stuff. That is always fun. Good people to go on a trip with. Okay, so now getting into the very last thing I love about an Aries. Now the men, I don't really know exactly how y'all roll, like when it comes to the ladies. I know y'all are charming. I've met most of the Aries men I've met have like this boyish charm where you know that y'all will have a lot of fun together forever and ever. Like, y'all will always be fun. But I heard some other stuff about y'all that I'm not getting into. Okay, I haven't been with an Aries, so I'm not gonna comment. But I've heard some other stuff about y'all Aries men. But what I want to talk about right now, I have to give a shout out to my ladies. Okay, and that's no disrespect to the guys, but I'm just around the ladies more. I have more female friends naturally. So, well, let me not say naturally, because some women have more male friends, but I find that I get along better with women, and I'm around a lot of women, and I've been around a lot of Aries women. And let me tell y'all one thing I respect about y'all. Let me go to my notes so I can make sure I don't forget nothing. You know, there's a silent zodiac battle that goes on between Leo women and Aries women. And the battle has something to do with like y'all's feminine wiles, or maybe that's not the word, but your feminine power, I guess you can say. And most women have it, but some women have it stronger than others. And there's always like a silent battle between Leo women and Aries women. Now, of course, we know Leo women, it's not y'all season, but we know y'all got the look, right? Leo women slay. They always look good. They're up on the fashions. I don't know a lot of non-fashionable Leos, but Aries women have the power. Now, y'all got your own style, child. I wouldn't be surprised if an Aries woman still had a pair of like 70s flare leg jeans that she wear, and she don't care that nobody else have them on. It look good on her. Y'all have your own unique style. It works for y'all. But that power comes out in y'all's relationships. And I can't speak for every Aries woman. Please chime in the comments if you think I am right. But there's something about it, Aries women, that will have a man here, eating, palm of hand. Aries woman. I'm telling you, every Aries woman I know, and I know some that are dating some very, married to some fairly strong men. And honey, them men, baby, it ain't nothing like they woman. You can't tell them they woman do any wrong. I remember one time these dudes was talking about like girls at the job and stuff they was doing, and this dude, he was dating an Aries. Now he was like, not my girl, not my woman. My woman is this, my woman is that. But there's just something about you guys. I don't know if it's because you're so nonchalant and so there's always a chase involved. I'm not sure what it is, but y'all's men, I don't know what y'all got to do to get them to leave y'all. Okay, I don't know. I ain't going to speak on what some of y'all Aries women be doing, but I'm going to just say I know y'all. I know how some of y'all have rolled. And honey, them men be like, well, that's my baby. That's my baby. Okay, we go be together. So, I don't know, Aries women. Y'all gonna have to teach me y'all ways, because them men be eating out the palm. I respect y'all. Okay, moving on to the things that are not so great. So, one of the things about Aries, I'm not going to call it selfish. Some people would call it selfish, but I'm going to say y'all have a very me first personality, which was another reason why I thought it would be fitting to call you all the headliner. Okay, it's very me first. And it's not that you don't care about other people, but it's almost like you don't really remember that other people are around you sometimes. Like, you're so focused on what the goal is, or so focused on what it is that you're trying to get, what's going to make you comfortable, what's going to make things right, that sometimes the people in your life have to remind you that they have feelings too. Like, hey, you can't do that. You can't talk to, especially in a relationship, you can't talk to me like that. Or, we don't have to always do things your way. There's two people in this relationship. Or family members might even tell you, we exist too. We have things going on too. So sometimes an Aries can have a very me first personality. And every once in a while, especially if you're not a well-balanced Aries already, ones who have children are a little bit better with this because you're used to thinking about other people. But a lot of Aries, sometimes they don't think past what they were wanting, that you really have to remind them and check in like, hey, other people are here too. Other people want to do stuff too. So they just need an occasional reminder. The next thing is understanding. You guys could work on being a little bit more understanding. Some of y'all, because some of y'all are already good at this. But I've noticed that sometimes Aries struggle with understanding their partner. I had a friend who I recommended the Love Languages book to, the 5 Love Languages book. And she was just like, why? I was like, because, you're in a relationship, y'all are about to get married, and this will help you figure out his love language. And she was like, what I need to know his love language for? And I was just like, girl, you know, it's important because y'all might love each other differently. And if you don't know what his style is, you may not, he knows you love him, but you may not show it in a way that he's used to. And vice versa. He may not be showing it in a way. And y'all low key, I already knew they were struggling with that because they had been talking about it. So I tried to slide it in on the low, you know, help y'all out on the low, because I knew they needed it, because I knew that they both loved each other very much. But the stuff that they would say, you could tell that they both showed love differently. Child, my computer just froze. I'm not starting the video. I'm sorry, you guys. My computer just froze, but I can't start the video over. But you guys could maybe work a little bit more on just being understanding of your partner, showing your partner love and affection. I know that's not always y'all's thing, but it's very important. A lot of times you guys will probably get with people who are a little bit more sensitive or more emotional than you, because you all are very strong in your feelings and emotions. And so you don't necessarily show the same, I won't call it weakness, but you don't really show your emotions in the same way that others do. Which leads to my third thing, which is you guys, y'all a little impatient. Y'all are a little impatient. Do not keep an Aries waiting. They are not here for that. They don't like it. And also, like I said, in relationships, they usually are the stronger one emotionally. So if you are extremely emotional, if you are extremely clingy, they don't really have the patience for that. They don't have the patience for it. But if they really want to be with you, they'll work on it. But I'll just let you know, if you meet an Aries that is working on their patience with you, they must really, really like you. And I will just leave it at that. All right, so that was it. That was all I had for my Aries, the headliner. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see y'all for the next Zodiac chat. All right, bye.